Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and it's time for another War Machine Wednesday. And this time here, we have Mark joining us with his Legion, and he has his Butterflies of Doom here, his Abby2 list. And on the other side, we have Andrew and his Convergence, and this is going to be a Syntherion tier. Actually, both these lists are tier, so we'll kind of see which one's getting more from it. I mean, really, for the Convergence side, they're getting like some extra focus on the call area and stuff like that, whereas on the other side, for Abby2 and the Legion, the little Butterflies of Doom are going to be super fast and all that stuff, so it really kind of helps get that jam up there. Abby2 really has that really hard-hitting feat where everything's getting flight and reach, and you have Conferred Rage going on. So normally for Abby2, you see a lot of these heavies, and so being able to actually get them where you want them to be is a big deal. Meanwhile, the whole thing behind the Syntherion list is the idea where there's synergy, and once that is cast by the caster, once anybody attacks, you're going to be getting your Mat and Pow +1 for each one that's hitting going along the way. So really, I mean, once you have like 5 lights hit, your prime axioms ending up being +5/+5, and it's pretty dang good. So either way, Abby player won the initiative and went first. They're really just kind of getting up the board here. Fortify is going to be going up onto one of the Syntherions there, and otherwise, yeah, the Butterflies are flying up. There's a Grotesque Assassin going up each flank, and that's really it. Just really trying to get up the board on this first turn here. Now, otherwise, now we're going on to Syntherion's first turn, and it's going to be a little bit hard to see. He actually, okay, both of them are magnetizing their heavies, but whereas the Legion player has the arms, and they're just not right there because they're side by side and they'd be interfering, he actually forgot here on the right side. So, in case it's not clear, the top heavy is going to be the Siphon, and the bottom one's going to be the Monitor. You're also going to see there's going to be another proxy where there'll be like this random medium-based Convergence model, which is actually just another galvanizer. Again, he just kind of quickly packed his stuff and forgot one tray or something. So either way, now he's getting up there. Of course, synergy is going up, and all the lights are trying to get into a careful position here, because again, this alpha is going to be very important. You know, if Syntherion gets his alpha off first, he can get up that synergy chain and kill off the heavies and put Abby in a bad spot. But if Abby gets the alpha, then she can get in there, destroy the prime axiom or a whole bunch of the lights, and then they just can't really come back. Overall, I really do feel the alpha, advantage is here with the Legion, because they have the speed advantage on all the bases. And also what you're seeing here too is Abby2 jumping out to kill that one servitor, and then also just teleporting back. So that's going to be giving Conferred Rage to all of her models here. I believe this is also going to be her feat turn, so this is where everything has reach, and it's going to have, +2 Mat and +2 Pow with the Conferred Rage. And so really that first unit of the Blight Wasps is their real name. They go charging into the Cypher, and they mess it up. They don't destroy it, but yeah, that thing is like near death right now, so they did very, very well. Otherwise, the ones here on the bottom are really just coming in to engage that one servitor and just trying to be in position. You're not going to really see the Grotesque Assassins because they're really flanking hard either side of these buildings right now. Otherwise, the Harrier goes up, kills another one of the servitors. And now here comes more Butterflies. Now, not all of them got in. I believe he only got a charge with one of them, and then the other ones had to run up there. But again, just trying to get in the way of the Prime Axiom and then starting to pick away at these galvanizers. One of the cool things that Syntherion has is the whole thing where each of these jacks gonna kind of like semi-repair all the time. So you can't really just go in and do like a little plink of a damage. You have to do something pretty serious. Otherwise, they'll kind of heal it up. But otherwise, now the Blightbringer's going. He's taking a shot. It's going back there, hitting a few of the lights and doing a little bit of damage there. And then finally, it's just going to be, that's actually going to finish off the Siphon. Or Cypher, rather. Cypher, that's the heavy that was up there. It's down now. So being down to heavy already, not really a good thing. You didn't really expect those Blight Wasps to go up there and have such a big hit and big impact. But again, with Conferred Rage and all that, they can do a lot of work. So I was kind of surprised that the Scythians didn't really get up that much and really put the pressure onto the Prime Axiom. So we'll see if the Convergence side now can take advantage of that and just try and really wipe everything out that's around here. They really need to try and kill all these things. You know, if they could do it right, maybe coming over and trying to drag over the Scythian on the right, that would be really good. The Prime Axiom could kill that one. But again, that tough game of trying not to lose the Prime Axiom to the Blightbringer or the other Scythian, because then it's really game over. So right now he's trying to build up his synergy chain, trying to attack these little wasps, and you're going to start seeing that they're going to start be going down. But again, it's just a thing where there's just too many models in the way, and they're just, you know, the synergy train is going up, but all he's really losing is Blight Wasps. So, you know, it's not really the end of the world. The Blight Wasps are doing what they're supposed to be doing. A little bit of measurements over there because the feat does lost the round. So for right now, those Blight Wasps do still have reach. So otherwise, yeah, killing a few more there. Trying to do a little bit of repairs as well for the damage that was taken. And here at the bottom, you know, then of course trying to go with these galvanizers and stuff. That's the one that's a proxy. Just trying to get up there. Again, that forest is really not helping him out. I think the Prime Axiom could have been a little bit farther down so that he was mainly taking up that real estate. But then again, you really do want him a little bit more central so that he's threatening the whole board. But that is going to be leading up to him being a little bit gummed up here, not really getting what he was wanting to get. Alright, so now he's just moving his last few ones here. Again, not really getting exactly what he wanted. The Monitor trying to be ready in case that Grotesque Assassin is going to try and come around. Taking a shot at another little Blight Wasp, shooting one down there. And now we're going to be going back to Legion. So things looking pretty good here for Legion. They're going to start this off by the Harrier charging in, doing a little bit of damage to the one Galvanizer there. Otherwise, he's going to be charging in here with this Grotesque Assassin. And so he's going to fly over because he has flight, so he ignores that obstruction for line of sight, basically. Comes in here and does some pretty good damage. You know, combining coming in, he's like a POW 15. So yeah, he gets pretty good stuff. Otherwise, the other Grotesque Assassin is swinging around the top. And now it's the thing where he's trying to figure out what Abby's going to do. He has kind of two choices right now. One, he could really push scenario and go for that flag. Or two, he could play it a little bit more safe and stay back. So Mark was just trying to mull that over like, oh, he's in a pretty good spot right now. So even though he could probably get to that flag and be safe, it's one of those things where, you know, he just don't want to mess that up. Of course, the Prime Axiom wants to try and pull things in, and so Fortify, which is that one upkeep of Abby2, which makes it so that it's +2 armor, which is awesome, but +2 can't be moved around and pulled, and it's the same thing for friendly models and base to base. So as long as Abby's touching that one Scythian, she can't be pulled in by the Prime Axiom, but yeah, it's still always a worry. So otherwise, the one Scythian went up there, killed off a Galvanizer or two. The other one went to the flag so that Abby could go to the flag and be base to base. So he's camping 4 to really keep herself safe. And at the time, he was saying that maybe he was camping too much, but I think it's pretty much needed because I'm pretty sure he could actually get the Prime Axiom over there if he was a little bit careful. The only thing that's really in his way is the Harrier, and then I believe he could get over there to the flag and have range, but again, with 4 camp, I think that's the difference where he just can't really kill Abby2. So otherwise, he's going to come in here and just try and, again, whittle down whatever he can. You know, if he can be trying to kill off whatever wasps he can, do some other damage to the heavies, but he is definitely has to kill a heavy this turn. So if he's not going for Abby, he's probably not going to be able to kill the Scythian or the Blightbringer, so he's going to have to shift over and try and kill the other Scythian. Now, one of the things he got a little bit surprised here with is that with Syntherion, this is actually a kill box one, so Syntherion had to get pretty up there, as you can see. So he is kind of putting himself in a pretty dangerous spot. I mean, the Convergent player wasn't really in a good spot to begin with here, but now that it's within charge range of a Blightbringer, the game is pretty much over. So otherwise, he's killing the odd model there, killing the one Grotesque Assassin, killing more of the wasps, and now he's trying to figure out what to do here with the big old Prime Primaxium, trying to shoot here and try and take the one guy off the flag just because he probably could. That tow cable misses, but then the other tow cable is going to go after the other Syntherion. It's going to hit. It does an auto point of damage, so he can drag it in and start making attacks. But the dice just aren't with him, and so in the end, he's going to really hurt that Syntherion, but not take it down. And so this is just horrendous. He's in a spot where he's going to probably lose his Primaxium, but even if he didn't, now it's going to be a thing where he could just come in here and kill Syntherion. So he does. The Legion player had scored 2 points when they first went to that flag. Now it's being contested, so it's staying as 2 points to 0. But again, it's not really going to be that big of a deal. If they really want to play it super safe, they could just do that, going around and try and kill the things around the flag. But Syntherion is just way too far up there. And so, that's just something he's going to have to go for after he's done trying to attack a few other things. So I thought to begin with, the Blightbringer was going to be going for that right away, but he actually decided, no, he wants to take down this Primaxium. Makes a thing where he's never destroyed a Primaxium before and just wants to add that feather to his hat. But yeah, he decides to go for the Primaxium, and one problem there, though, is, of course, that Gargantuan is only POW 18, so it's not really getting the dice it needs to really kind of like one-round the Primaxium. Now, there are the 2 other Scythians there, so it's not really, the end of the world. He still has a lot more attacks that can come in here into the Scythian. First, he comes up here, though, with Abby2 to go get Conferred Rage. And then, after killing that Galvanizer, teleporting back to the flag again. Making some other attacks. I believe that was with the Scythian in the back. And then he's going to be making more attacks with the Scythian in here in the front after the butterflies go and mess up another Galvanizer. So yeah, just still a little bit more cleanup going on here. Now there's that Scythian that was pretty hurt, and it's going to go in and do its thing. Even though some of its aspects might be out, it's still pretty easy to hit a Primaxium. And then you can always boost damage, and it still is going to be okay. And then after that's all done, he really just kind of goes up here and tries to attack the Syntherion, but doesn't really do anything. And so now actually Convergence is going to get another turn. After looking at it, he's like, yeah, I'm screwed. I might as well try and get a point. So he goes up to try and get to the flag with Syntherion, and he is going to be taking a free strike from the big guy there. And, yeah, that Blightbringer is going to connect, and he is going to kill Syntherion.
So the game just died via free-strike assassination. So,
that one.
So just kind of like getting your thoughts on the game, maybe just with this, like what was the idea with coming over here with Syntherion?
Basically, I was just going to go for the to at least dominate.
Oh, you're just going to go for the flag to try and get some points, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well at this point, right? He's all over you.
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on the games overall?
It was a good game. I really wish you were a little more aggressive right off the bat, but made me work to get in there.
Yeah, it was, mistakes were made, but it was fun. Mark was
Fun's what
pretty
matters.
I mean, it's an interesting matchup because, I mean, with this one here, really, Abby should get the alpha and really be able to kill a lot of the lights.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can then come back, build up the synergy, if he has enough left, do a lot of back. But I think it's, I mean, with the peace trades, eventually the Blightbringer is probably going to take out the Primaxium and it just starts going down type thing.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
And worst comes to worst, I have double siding to back it up. I was really hoping you were going to try and shoot here, or try and shoot Abby and try to drag her. But I had that's why I put Fortify up. I was like, ooh, let's tempt him a little bit.
I mean, that's also a big part of this matchup as well, that he can't really drag anyone in if you don't want him to, right?
That's
You
exactly
can get them all by Fortify. I mean, you could put Fortify in the big guy and keep even like all the butterflies around and
That's
stuff.
kind of what I was thinking.
But I mean, if he was a dragon, a butterfly, that's not really.
That's exactly it.
So what was kind of like your plan going in? Was it more going to be going in, like smash the big guy, get the assassination, or were you looking for the scenario early?
I was definitely looking for scenario. I was, when he's camping full camp, the only thing that I'm going to hurt him with, in my opinion, is my beasts.
It's Forsaken.
And that's what the Forsaken was doing. I was hoping he was just going to ignore it and camp everything so I could walk up and kaboom, which would be real fun. But, yeah, I actually don't think the Blightbringer could take the Primaxium, to be honest. Like, toe-to-toe, I don't think I could do it.
Well, one side was already disabled.
Well, I mean, if they were both fresh,
Oh,
I'd have to feat to put me up to power 20. And I could do a lot of damage, but your auto repair, and I don't think it'd be enough.
I think it'd be a thing where you go in, you might not take him down, but he's not going to take you down, then you finish him off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So how about you for that side, for the convergence? What was your game plan going in?
Basically, I was hoping to just tie him up here, and I was going for the caster, but he kind of swarmed in a lot more than I thought he would on that side. And this guy didn't really do much. Like, that was another thing. I was going to have magnetic hold, go on the Brightbringer, try and bring more towards him, but
Right.
I underestimated free strikes.
So one of the kind of new pieces you don't normally see here is that little grotesque assassin guy. So how have you been liking him so far?
There's so much fun for 2 points. It really puts the pressure on your opponent to protect his support and that kind of fun stuff. So I was hoping he'd start moving his colliery forward when that thing was screaming around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially why I had 2. Turn 1 with the tier list, they're speed 9. So just like the Wasps, they're stupid fast. They're also stealth. So I think they're a decent trade-off for the Deathstalkers, especially because you get the speed bonus first turn. So I think it battles the AD.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely hit a lot harder when they can get into melee. Like that one charged and did what, like 8 points or something?
Yeah.
Or, which
Yeah.
is
Pretty
pretty
solid.
decent for a little solo. Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on having all the galvanizers? Do you think that's something that like normally works out pretty well, or do you think it's maybe like I've seen that people like really push it to extremes, but because the galvanizer normally isn't like a big killing machine, it's not like doing with Griffin spam or something else.
Yeah. Basically, it's to kind of work with the synergy, like get it up with the heavies and Axiom, and then just go in for those final punches.
I kind of feel like it'd be better against a war machine list where there's a lot more weak infantry that they can kind of pick away at, and then the
Yeah.
one big jack, that's what Prime Axiom goes after, right?
Yeah, like my best targets were the Wasp, and even those are pretty hard just to get the initial hit on, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, you can always get those things started with the pushes as well.
yeah,
But
probably should have started with
yeah,
Yeah, you probably could have ran around that too to avoid that free strike. Because you have Pathfinder, so it's not like you're worried about getting as much distance.
that. I don't think
He does. You guys card open.
very
Yeah.
many mistakes were made.
It's all good, man. So we
All
learn,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for playing the game, guys, and for those watching, thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.